Luis. Luis? Oh, God. Oh, no. That wasn't a dream. It was real. Oh, Luis. I know you think I betrayed you last night by defending Mrs. Wheeler. I'm so sorry that I hurt you. I still think there's more to the story. Can I ever get you to understand that? Can I even ever get you to forgive me now? What if I lost you forever because of this? Wait a minute. You're not leaving.
I think it's for the best. You know, I just want to make sure that my children are all right, and then we'll go.
No, you can't.
We have to, Sheridan. Thank you very much for putting us up last night, and thank you for being so generous and kind to us.
I wasn't. I said horrible things to you last night.
I deserved them.
No, you didn't. I had no right to say that your children are better off without you. It was mean and judgmental, and I'm so sorry. I'm sure you had very good reasons as to why you had to leave them.
I've regretted nothing in my life so much as having to leave my children, not having them in my life.
Why don't you contact them? Go see them.
I've already hurt them so much. I'm afraid of hurting them more.
Yeah, but if you explain, if you just talk to them, I know it's gonna hurt, but you're their mother. And I'm sure deep down inside they still love you and they'll understand. I mean, I know I would.
You would?
There's no doubt in my mind. I've had to live my whole life without my mother, and I would give anything to have her back.
Even if she hadn't died, if she had left you.
Yeah, even if she did up and leave me, I'm not saying that it wouldn't hurt, and I'm not saying I wouldn't be angry, but I get over it, you know, because I know, like you, she would have a very good reason as to why she left. And really, bottom line is, I'd have my mother back.
That's true.
So call them, Mrs. Wheeler. Get in touch with them. I'm sure it's more painful for them to not know where you are, and you've been separated far too long. Give them a call and let them know that you love them.
Maybe I should.
What happened? I know that your children will forgive you. Your daughter will forgive you.
Are you sure? You'd understand. You'd forgive. If it were you.
As I said, it would be hard, but in time, yes, I would. And I'm sure your children will too.
Sheridan, there's something that we need to talk about. I don't know how to begin.
I think I know what's going on here. I know that it must be scary. And I would love to help you contact your children. I would even go with you to meet them. But I just can't. I mean, after last night, Luis thinks that I've betrayed him because I defended you. And it just created a horrible rift between us. I mean, the pain that you and Martin have caused his family. And I'm afraid that if he knew I was getting more involved with you, that rift would just grow bigger and to the point where it might not even heal. And I can't risk that. I can't risk losing Luis because God, I just love him so much. He's my life.
Of course, I understand. If you got closer to me, it would destroy your relationship with Luis. I couldn't be responsible for that. You know, whatever your feelings for me are, they are not worth losing Luis over.
Maybe after a night apart, he'll be willing to talk.
Oh, I'm sure he will. It's so obvious how deeply, deeply he loves you, Sheridan.
I love him too.
You go find him. He's hurting. And I know that his feelings have not changed for you, not at all.
Okay, you know what? I bet he's up at the mansion with Pilar. And you know what? Remember what I said, Mrs. Wheeler? Contact your children. They need to have you in their lives. Look, Luis, I know you didn't want to talk to me last night. That's why I was hoping today.
Yeah, I just don't know if that's a good idea yet.
You know, I once read that the secret to a long marriage is to never go to bed angry, and it just didn't feel right going to bed without you last night.
After everything that we've meant to each other? How could you not be there for me last night? How could you support this woman that has caused my family so much pain? Do you not love me at all? Is that it?
Of course I do. More than anything. Look, I never meant to hurt you. All right? I never meant to let you down. That was never my intention. But you know how confused I've been about my feelings towards Mrs. Wheeler ever since we met her.
And what about the feelings you're supposed to have for me?
I was just concerned about her.
More concerned than you were for me? More concerned than you were for my mother?
I just felt that there was more to the story, and I still think that there is.
She's treated you like a daughter, Sheridan. And you know, all these years, she's believed that my father is a saint, and whatever reason he was forced to leave was out of his control. And you know that she's always hoped that one day he would come back to her.
Of course I do.
So then you had to have known how she would feel when she found out the truth. And that you still supported this woman, this Mrs. Wheeler? Why?
I don't know, all right? I wish I did. There's something about Mrs. Wheeler, but look, Luis, the point is that I love you, all right? You have to believe that your family is my family, too.
Okay. Fine. And I love you, too. Thing is, I just don't know if that's enough right now, okay?
What do you mean?
Well, today I found out that my father betrayed me. And I also found out that I can't count on the woman that I love. It's just a lot to deal with right now.
Wait, Luis. I had a feeling you'd be here.
Look, I'm sorry I walked out on you, okay? Just have a lot going through my mind right now. Just trying to understand it all. I can't.
I don't understand it either. But I do know that I love you.
I love you too.
Look, Luis, I don't want this to come between us, okay? I mean, I lost you once before, and I'm not going to lose you again. We've loved each other too long and too deeply for our relationship to end over this.
I agree. The thing is, I'm just going through the worst time of my life right now. And I have to know in the midst of this craziness and all this pain, that you're gonna be there for me, by my side. Clay, I have to know that the woman I love supports me. Do you? Well, do I have your support?
Of course you do, Luis. I love you. You are my life. I just met Mrs. Wheeler this summer, and in spite of this mysterious connection that I feel towards her, she means nothing to me. God, you mean everything.
I didn't mean to seem selfish.
No, you weren't. Not at all.
God, it's just been horrible.
I know. And I'm sorry if you ever felt for a minute that I wasn't completely behind you. Because you are the one that I love. You are the one that I support. Not Mrs. Wheeler. I barely even know her. She means nothing to me. She is no one.